Okay, so good evening again, everyone. Very good evening. And okay, Aviram has joined. Hi, Aviram.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi. Okay, so happy New Year again, everyone, and good evening. This is our day one of Python course. Okay, and what I understand is most of you are from non-programming background. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Python is very easy programming language to learn. It is very easy to learn. Okay, anybody can learn it. Okay, so you have taken a right decision to learn. Okay, so don't worry about the complexity level. That is my responsibility. My responsibility is to teach you, make things easy for you. Okay, clear your doubt. Any question, I'll clear your doubt. Your responsibility is to practice. Okay, that is the only thing I want. Okay, I want you all to practice. Okay, and do as much as you can. Okay, so with that commitment, okay, we'll get started. Okay, so welcome again. Now, what is programming? Okay, so we all know programming is a way to communicate with computers. So just like we have human language, English, Hindi, Telugu, this is human language. We use language to talk to human being. So you need to learn programming language to talk to computers, because obviously computers um, can do a lot of work. Okay, so the language that we're going to type, language we are going to use, okay, which is Python in our case, but you can use C++, Java, or any language, is to talk to computers, right? And why are we developing more and more language? We were happy with C, C++, then we created Java, and then we're talking about Python. Why is that? It is because, and slowly you'll get to learn differences. But in the beginning, I just want to say you that what happens is each language that is getting developed obviously has some advantage over others, isn't it? Some advantage. Okay, if Python was not better than Java in some way, I'm not saying every way, if Python is not better than Java in some way, then nobody would use Python, isn't it? Definitely Python is better in some way, some specific way Python is better. So people are using Python. Why Python is better? Python is easy language. Python is easy programming language. Okay. So what does easy means? Easy means, okay, you can learn it fast. You don't need any background. It doesn't matter whether your background is computer science or not, but you can easily learn. So I see Kranti here. Kranti, are you Rajnikant?
Yeah, Swapnil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
great. Welcome.
thank you. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So what does Python stands for? What is Python? So Python is called interpreter. Just like you have translator, right? Let's say if I don't speak French and if I have to speak to French guy who understands only French, I need something in between that will translate my English to French, and again whatever that fellow responds in French back to me in English. So your Python is translator. Okay, it's called interpreter in language. Okay, so you have two types of translator. One is interpreter and other is compiler. Interpreter and compiler. So compiler is your C, C++, okay, Java. These are all compiler based languages. And this Python, R, these are your interpreter based language. Every line gets translated into machine level, and every line of response is translated back. So if you make two mistake, okay, if you make two mistake in Python program, let's say you make mistake in line number 5 and line number 10, it will show you only one mistake because it is translating line by line. So when it translating line number 5, it sees there's a mistake, will tell you there's a mistake in line number 5. When you fix line number 5 mistake, then only it will show you line number 10 mistake. Okay, because it is translating line by line. Correct? Okay. Now let's take one simple example of programming. Okay, so I'm saying print and I say hello. Okay, so when I say hello in print, what does that mean? Okay, it means I am trying to say print hello to the screen. Okay, I can run it and show you. I'm saying print hello to the screen. Now, how does program know, or how does Python knows that I'm trying to print hello to the screen? Okay, it knows because we have used a command, a function, okay, called as, okay, 1 second. One second. Okay, Kuldeep got thrown out and he is not able to log in. I'll just reply to him. Let me see if he's back. No, he's not back. Okay. Okay, because I don't see anyone waiting in the waiting hall. Okay. Okay, so okay, when I run this, okay, it prints hello onto the screen. How does it print hello? How does it know that it has to print hello? Because of function called as print. Okay, so this is the first terminology we are learning, function. Okay, and first function we're learning is print. Okay, we always write function with simple bracket open and close. Okay, we write bracket open and close. So what does it mean? Okay, now your function, okay, means there is a block of code, okay, that is given a name called print, and that performs some certain job. Okay, now later we will also learn to create our own function. Okay, then we'll see how we can create no new function, but right now our focus is to understand function, not create function. Okay, just understand function. So there is a predefined meaning that is associated with the function. There's a predefined meaning. Okay, now for example, if I say I'm running, you will not ask me what is mean by running, what are you doing? Okay, because you know what running means, isn't it? Because there's a predefined meaning which all we have learned. Okay, so now we are learning print in Python for the first time. Okay, once you learn the print in Python for the first time, next time onwards, you will not ask me what is print, correct? Because now you know what print is. What is print? It prints on the screen, simple. Okay, it prints on the screen. What does it print on the screen? Whatever content we pass, it prints on the screen. Whatever content we pass to print is printed on the screen. Okay, now I'll show you another example of print. Print 5 plus 4. So when I say 5 plus 4 and when I run it, okay, it gives you 9. Now it did not print 5 plus 4 as it is. It printed 9. Okay, what it has done is it has evaluated. It has evaluated. So when you give quotation, double quotation, and you can see that you can give single quotation also. Next example, we do single quotation also. It does not matter whether it is single quotation or double quotation. Okay, the quotation means that you are printing the things as it is. You are telling to the Python, print it as it is, print it as it is on the screen. So when you say print in the quotation, it prints hello as it is on the screen. Okay, but when you do not give quotation, it are telling it to use your brain, right? So it's like this. First print is like telling you, okay, this is like telling you, repeat after me 2 plus 3, or repeat after me hello. So I'm saying repeat after me hello. So you will repeat after me hello. Repeat after me 2 plus 3, okay, or 5 plus 4. So I'm going to say print You can use single quotation also in Python. Python, single and double quotation has no difference. You can use single or double whenever you have to use quotation. In Python, there is no difference between single quotation and double quotation. Okay, so print 5 plus 4. So it's like telling, repeat after me 5 plus 4. So when I say repeat after me 5 plus 4, you will say 5 plus 4. You will not tell me 9, right? So when you run it, you see, you get 5 plus 4. Now I'm stressing on this because, okay, most of the people who come from non-programming background, right, they get confused. Okay, simple. Quotation means as it is. No quotation means you have to think, you have to evaluate, think. Okay, so in line number 1, no thinking, do whatever I say. Okay, line number 2, no quotation means think. Think. Okay, what is 5 plus 4? Now print 5 plus 4, again quotation means do not think, just print as it is. Now what I'll do here, I'll say 5 plus 4 equal to. Okay, so when I say 5 plus 4 equal to, you get 5 plus 4 equal to. No big deal about it, right? Now I'm going to say comma 5 plus 4. Now you see, this is single quotation. I mean, this is quotation, just single value. Okay, right? Single quotation here, no quotation, which is fine. Now this is mix of both quotation and non-quotation. Mix of both quotation and non-quotation. So when you have mix, you separate them by comma. Okay, so now we're talking about comma. Okay, comma is to, okay, I see some message here, chat. Your voice is not, my voice is not coming, guys. It's coming clearly.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, great. I think Kuldeep is facing some internet problem. Kuldeep, don't worry. Again, we'll repeat on Wednesday morning. Okay, so don't worry. Okay. So comma indicates you are using two different set of values. One is quotation, one is non-quotation. So that's how you separate two values. So left of comma, you have text with quotation. So obviously you will get text with quotation. Right of comma, you have text without quotation. So you get 9 here. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll add one more example to it. Let's say, so what? Even 4 plus 5 equal to comma 4 plus 5. Now when you run it, 5 plus 4 equal to 9. So what? Even 4 plus 5 equal to 9. Isn't it? So I'm using mix of both quoted text, non-quoted text. I mean, non-quoted is not text, quoted is text. So this is quoted, this is non-quoted. Again, quoted, non-quoted. So, so this is how you will get the output. So whenever you have this comma here, okay, you also see there's a space that gets added. We did not give this space. Because of comma, it got added as a space. Later, okay, if not today, next class, we'll see how to avoid this space, okay? But whenever you give space, the space, so whenever you give comma, space will come automatically, okay? One single space will come automatically. Okay, so this is how you can display the text on your screen using quotation and evaluate an expression using non-quotation. Okay. Now we're going to talk about what is called as variables. Okay. What is a variable? Now you will hear variable and constant, right? Constant means which value doesn't change. Variable means whose values can change, and it does change, right? Now, when I say 5 plus 4, okay, when I say 5 plus 4, can I say assume 5 is 6? Let's assume 5 is 6. Can we say? No, you cannot say. You cannot say let's assume 5 is 6. Even if you assume 5 is 6 also doesn't matter, because when you do 5 plus 4, you'll get 9 only. You will not get 10. Okay. So this is an example of constant. Okay. And we'll see other more examples of constant. But when you use value, as it is 5, 10, 11, okay, or maybe hello, right? We say it is constant. The values will never ever change. 5 will remain 5. You cannot say, take 5 and assume it is 6. No. But you can say, take A and assume it is 5. Correct? You can say, take A and assume it is 5. Then next line you can say, take same A and assume it is 10. Right? Take A and assume it is 100. Yes, you can do it. Right? So those are called variables. Variables are values which can change. Right? So I cannot say 5 equal to 6. Okay, as I said, I cannot say 5 equal to 6. How can 5 be 6? 5 can never be 6. But what I can say is, I can say A equal to 5. Now, A is your variable. Okay, A is your variable without quotation. Remember, it will not be in quotation. Okay, variables will be without quotation. So if you see the function name and a variable name, okay, function name print and variable name A, if you put quotation, that's how you know it is a function. Okay, here there's no quotation, so that's how we know it is variable. If you, bracket, if you put bracket, A also becomes function. A also becomes function. So when you don't give bracket, when you give A just like that, it is a variable. So that's how we know. So a variable and function, they will look same. They will look same. Only difference being that A, okay, will not have simple bracket after itself. Without simple bracket, A is called variable. Okay, and I can say here A equal to 5 means I'm saying assume A equal to 5. Okay, so A is a variable whose value is 5 in line number 5. And I can hit like this, like this, like this. I can say A equal to 9. Now, in line number 6, if I say print A, okay, now that you know that we can print text like this, I'm going to use something like this. Now, when I say A equal to A, now for A equal to is in quotation. Okay, that means I'm saying it to print as it is, as it is. Now this A is without quotation. So what does it mean? When you don't, so you mean that you want it to get evaluated. I'm saying, okay, A, print the value of A. So when you run it, you get A equal to 5. Okay, now same thing I'll take, copy here and paste here. And now if I say A equal to A, you will get 9. So line number, from line number 5 to line number 8, A is 5. In line number 9, A became 9. Okay. In line number 9, A became 9. Okay. So from 9 onwards, anywhere when you try to print the value of A, you get 9. So this is called variable. Now, one more thing I've been typing, okay, since beginning, but have not been talking about is this hash sign. Okay, I've been talking about it, but really not explain you what it is. This is called as comment. Okay, is comment. What does comment mean? Comment means we are saying to the Python that whatever I write after hash, so here, I've written all these things after hash. Here, all these things are after hash. I'm not bothered about before hash. I'm only bothered about after hash. Everything after hash is comment. Comment means, okay, guys, I don't know if I've told you before or not, do not write anything. Okay, session is getting recorded. You will get the recording. This notes will be shared with you. Okay, and I also share some PDF which you can refer. So please do not write anything. Okay, you don't have to write. Okay, you just watch what I'm doing. Once I'm done, you get the video, then you practice once, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so if you write, problem is when you start writing, right, your concentration will go to writing. you'll forget, you will miss what I'm doing here. So please know, just put your eye on the screen. Okay, keep watching me. That's what I'm doing and showing you. Keep watching my screen. Okay, and if you have questions, unmute and ask your questions. Sounds good? Okay, don't try to write. Okay, I don't want you to lose focus. Okay, please don't lose focus. Okay, so you have comment, right? C-O-M-E-N-T. See, I missed the spelling. Okay, a comment means you're telling to the Python, okay, Python, these are not for you. Python will not even read what is written after hash. Okay, these are only for human being, for us. So what happens is, sometimes you write a logic and you can forget the logic after 20 days, 30 days, 10 days, right? Because your focus will be on something else, to do something else, and you lose your focus, and it's gone, right? And when you come back, and you'll start struggling to understand what you did before, okay, why it happened like that, right? So I don't want you to, or we don't want us to forget what we are doing. Any question, guys? Somebody has unmuted, so Kuldeep, any question?
No
No.
question, Ivan.
Yeah, okay. So we might forget what we are doing after a few days. So it's always better that you put comment. Many times your program in real world, your program will be worked by somebody else also. You're not the only one working on the same code, right? So when you do something now and later somebody wants to understand why you did something like that, they will read a comment, they will know. Okay, so comments are very important, even though it is not mandatory, okay, by the program, and comments are not read anyways. Comment will not be read by Python. Okay, and how do you write comment? You write comment using hash. So hash is way of writing comment, and this comment will not be read by your computers. Okay, awesome. Let's come back to our discussion here then. Okay, so I have defined a equal to 5. That means a is variable and 5 is the value which I'm assigning to a. Now a can take any, I hope, I understand that you guys are not from programming background, so you will not get confused between Java, C++ versus Python. Those who have done programming before, right, they'll get confusion, right? Oh, where are we defining int a? We don't define int a. Okay, int a is like assigning data type. Okay, so Python is intelligent enough to know that if you say a equal to 5, it is integer. When you say a equal to 5, it is integer variable, or the type of data it has is called integer actually. Okay, so type of data is integer. Type of data is integer. So what is integer, right? Integer are your numbers. Numbers without decimal point. Okay, I think today we have learned too many things, right? We have learned print function, we have learned variables, we have learned the type of data. Okay, type of data, we also call it a data type. Okay, so you'll hear data type. Very often you'll hear data type. Data type means type of the data. What is the type of data that you're working with? I am working with integer. Integer means numbers without decimal. So it can be your, minus 999, it can be 999, any number without decimal. When you don't have decimal, it is integer. Okay, so in line number 9, what is the data type of A? What is the data type of A?
Integer.
Integer. Okay, so data type of A means what is the variable, or what type of variable data variable A has? What type of data variable A has? Variable A has number without decimal. A number without decimal means it is integer type. Okay, so A here is integer, but A can take any data type. Okay, here I can say A equal to 5.0. What is 5.0? It is no longer integer. It has point, even though 5.0 is same as 5, okay, but in type, in terms of data type, they're much different. Okay, in line number 6, it is 5, it is integer. In line number 8, it became what we call as float. Okay, data type is float. Okay, float means numbers with decimal point. So 999 minus 999.5, 0.0, okay, 99.9. All these are examples of float data type. Okay, so we have learned integer, we have learned float. Okay, so float indicates that it is data type which has number, and this they can have 9, okay, I mean here in this case 5, or I mean not obviously 5, but 5.0 or anything 5.9, 9.9. Okay, that is float data type, and you can easily change the data type. You can define A equal to integer, and next moment you can say A equal to float. This is not possible in Java or C++. Okay, value, of course, yes, but the type cannot be changed. Okay, type cannot be changed. Okay, type cannot be changed. In what? In it cannot be changed in C++ Java, but in Python you can clearly change. So Python does not have any restriction. Okay, so sometimes it is not helpful to talk about what is not in Python because you'll get confused. So I'm not going to talk about what what is not possible in Python. We'll just talk about Python only. Okay, so we spoke about data type. We have spoken about two types of data, right? Or two types of data here. One is your integer, other is float. Now in number, we have one more type of data, which is called as complex data. Okay, I can say A equal to 5J. Okay, J is called complex. What is complex numbers? Anyone? This is from your mathematics. Remember what is J? J is written as actually iota in mathematics. Okay, which is, at least now you remember?
A little bit.
This is
I
square root of -1. So earlier, before, I think you would have probably intermediate or, in graduation, before that, you would say that square root of 1 is not possible, right? Square root of minus not possible, but it is possible. What you do if you say -4, okay? If you say square root of -4, let's say, I'm going to say square root of -4. So what you do, you remove minus for a second, and you find the square root of 4. So square root of 4 is 2,
16.
right? No, square root, not
Okay.
square.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Square root.
Square root. Okay, and when you do square root, it can be negative or positive both. Okay. Square root of 4 is +2 or -2, because -2 square is also 4 and +2 square is also 4, right? So it can be either +2 or -2. and then minus 1 square root is I. So square root of 4, we say it is 2I. So whatever we write I in mathematics is treated as J in, okay, in Python. So if I say 5J, that means it is 5 into square root of minus 1. So if I print here A into A, star is signed to multiply a variable. So when I say A into A, that means A square. Okay. So what will the value of A square now? Tell me. What is value of A?
25.
Yes, 5 is 25 and J
Plus it
Is
would be
one only.
minus it.
yes. So J square is minus 1. So it becomes minus 25.
Okay.
Right. So it becomes minus 25. And when you run here, okay, let me, because we have so many print, right? We don't want to get confused with so many print. I'm going to add this text. And if you do A square, you see, it is minus 25. Okay. Minus 25 plus 0J. Now 0J is 0 only, right? 0 into anything is 0. But why it is written like that? It is written like that because since our original data type is complex, it will remain complex. But when you say minus 25, it becomes integer, isn't it? So how can a complex number become integer? You cannot make complex number become integer. So what you do is you add plus 0J. So because you added J, it became complex, right? How can you make integer to float? You say 0.0, right? So instead of 0.0, see 5.0 is same as 5. But in terms of data type, it is a big thing, right? One is float, other is integer. Same way, you add 0J to make it non-integer or make it complex. But A square is, okay, and this is where we will not going to do any more discussion on complex. It's not going to be useful for us. So this is probably the last function that we will look at about complex, right? But you can perform all the mathematical operations just like perform on mathematics can be done on complex numbers. So A star A, okay, equal to A square, which is your minus this. Okay. Now, I've been telling you, okay, this is integer, this is float, this is complex, but how can we see? Is there a way to see the data type? Yes, there is a way. Okay, we have function called as type. Okay. So this is the second function. Okay, let me add in the first line itself. This is the second function we're talking about. Okay, this is the second function I'm talking about, type. First, we have already seen print. Print will print it on the screen. Type will give you the data type. Type will give us the data type. So if I want to know here what is the type of A, okay, I can say, well, let me start from here, okay, line number 5. So I'm going to say print type of A in line 5 is, and now I'm going to say comma type, type of A. Now you see, print is a function, right, which goes from here till here. Type is a function which is inside this. Okay, so you have print a function, bigger function, and type is within it. Okay, what does it mean? It means type is a sub function. Type is a function inside a function. So when you have two functions, when you have function inside function, first innermost function is called, then the outermost. Okay, so you have print and in that you have type. So first you will execute type, then you will execute print. Okay, so when I say type of A, that means I'm saying what is the data type of A? data type of A is, in this case, integer. Then you get type will give you, type will not print it on the screen. What will print it on the screen? Type will print it on the screen. That's why you are using print along with type. Type will only give us, but print will print it on the screen. Okay, so when you run this line of code, see, you get, where is that? Class int. Okay, Python treats everything as class and objects. Python treats everything as class and objects. That's why you will get here class int. Okay, you'll get class int. Now same thing, let me copy. And I'm going to put it here. Type of A in line number 9 is type A. Now in this case, it will show you float. Okay, now let me do it after line number 11. After line number 11 is type of A. Okay, complex will tell you it is complex. Okay, so we have actually 5 basic data types. We are talking about very basic. Okay, these are the, you cannot have anything without this data type, right? And then we'll learn about complex later, but this is your basic. Basic, we have seen 3: int, float, and complex. There are 2 more. Okay, so all these 3 are in integer type. Okay, numeric type. Now let me go to last line here, and I'm going to say, okay, A equal to hello. A equal to hello. Now here I have not written hello, okay, but we have put in quotation. So when you put in quotation, it means you want to declare a text. Whenever you see something in quotation, that means you are talking about text. Okay, and in Python type, it is called string. Okay, or represented by str. Okay, so now if I say print type of A, and when you run it, you get string. Okay, so we have seen so far integer, float, okay, complex, and string. We have one more basic data type, okay, and that's the last topic for the day. We have one more data type which is called as Boolean, A equal to true. Okay, you can write true or you can say false. It has Boolean because it has only 2 values, either true or false. Okay, A equal to true. And if you want to print the type here, okay, let me copy this now, just like we did it here. We'll do here of line 21, of line 24. Okay, 21 is Boolean. 21 is Boolean? No, right? 25 is Boolean. Okay, wait, hold on. What did I do? Boolean. It is string, right? Where am I talking? Okay, this is what is giving us Boolean, okay? Okay, now you see here. Print type of A in line 21 is string, class string, str. And here 24 is Boolean, right? So these are your basic 5 data types. Okay, basic level, these are the 5 data, the type of data that we will handle using Python. Okay, but as I said, we'll mostly talk about all the 4 except the complex one. So far we have seen 2 functions. What are those 2 functions?
Print and type.
Print and type, yes. And job of print is to print it on the screen, and type is to give you the data type. It will not print. Print job is to print it. The type job is to find that data type. Okay, but not print it. Print will print it. Okay, so there are 2 functions. What are the different data types that we have dealt with? The different types of data that we have dealt with so far?
The float,
Integer,
Mhm.
float, complex
Float,
data,
complex.
string,
string, boolean.
boolean.
Okay. Well, I have heard everything except float, right? Or complex. I didn't hear complex, right? So you have int, float, complex, boolean, okay, and string. Correct. These are the 4 data types. And you can use print to print the data, okay, into different set of values. Okay, so I'll stop here. Any questions so far on this? We'll go slow. Okay, and I'll share a link after this session, maybe after a couple of hours. I'll share a link where you will have the video link as well as the content that we have. Okay, so you can go through it. And see, I have an app called Story Mantra. Okay, and it is right now available only on Android. So, okay, connect to Android on Android, Play Store. It's called Story Mantra. Okay, and when you download and install and you log in, okay, after you log in, on the home page, you will see on the home page, you will see a home, of course, and you will see categories. Okay, in categories, if you go, you will see technical and many other categories. Focus on technical. And when you go on technical, okay, you have Python, okay, R, and various other things, okay, Dockers and various other content you will see. Okay, so download this, and each of, like when you go to Python, it has Python book. My book is there. You can actually go through the content there. Okay, so you can try this Story Mantra and you have content. My plan is to add some videos are already there, some Dockers and all. You will also see the videos. All my content is there. You can download, install, and you can use it. Okay, and in future I want to add audio files also, like where you can just listen. You don't have to watch, you can listen about it. So that's plan for future. Okay, but you'll have a lot of content there which you can actually see. Okay.